Hi, I'm SYED. I'm a good boy.
This is SYED. He is a good boy until what happened today.
Oi, white boy.
Ya! Aduh!
Yeah!
Aduh!
Hello, Officer Haikal. This is the school principal speaking. We've got an incident, a small incident. A student accidentally broke one of the classroom windows during an argument. Both of them are hurt, but it caused property damage. Can you come over and handle it properly under school and public law?
Understood, Principal. I will be there right away. Property damage, even if accidental, still fall under criminal law. We will take statement and let the court review the case fairly.
Wait, what? I didn't even do anything wrong. It was an accident, sir. I wasn't trying to break anything. It just happened during the argument. Why am I being treated like a criminal for?
I understand, Shade, but even if it was an accident, property damage is still against the law. The police have to report and investigate any offence involving public or school property. Don't worry, the court will decide what's fair after hearing your side.
Now I'm going to talk about types of law in Malaysia. In Malaysia, our laws are divided into two main types, public law and private law. First, I'm going to talk about the public law. Public law deals with matters that affect society as a whole, like criminal cases, constitutional issues, or government action. That's why SYED's situation is under criminal law, a part of public law, because it involves public property and government interest. Meanwhile, private law focuses on disputes between individuals or organizations, such as contracts, family matters, or personal conflicts. Together, both types keep order, balancing public justice and private rights.
Court is now in session. Today we are here to hear the case of Syed Sami, who is accused of property damage at his school. Syed, you will be the defendant in this case. The prosecution represents the government, and your defense lawyer is Miss Iman, who will be speaking on your behalf. Please remain calm and respectful during the trial.
Your Honor, my client did not act with any bad intention. The broken window was an accident that happened in the middle of a heated argument. He had no purpose to cause harm or destruction. We asked the court to understand it was not planned or done with a guilty mind. That boy is so innocent and cute.
This, everyone, is how the judicial system works in Malaysia. Every person who commits or is accused of a crime must face the court, where both sides, the prosecution and defense, present their arguments fairly. For small cases like Syed's, the magistrate courts handle the hearing. If the crime was more serious, it would move up to the session court and then to the high court for major offences.
This law stuff makes no sense. All this trouble just because of one broken window? Who even creates these laws anyway? It feels so unfair sometimes.
How dare you question justice, young man? Do you know who I am? I am a member of parliament, the very person who helps to create the laws that keep this country standing. Without laws, people would act on impulse, chaos will spread, and no one will be safe. You broke a rule that protects public property, and those rules exist for a reason, to keep order and fairness for everyone. Listen carefully, Syed. Malaysia runs on a constitutional monarchy and parliament democracy. That means our Yang di-Pertuan Agong is the head of state, while the Prime Minister leads the government. But the real power of justice is divided into three branches, each with its own job. The legislative branch, which I represent, is responsible for making and passing the laws. The executive branch, like the police officer who arrests you, enforces those laws and ensures people follow them. And the judiciary, like the judge who will hear your case, interprets and applies the laws fairly to every citizen. These three branches balance each other. No one has too much power. That's what keeps justice alive in Malaysia. So when you question the law, remember, it's not about punishing you. It's about protecting everyone, including you, under the same system of fairness and order.
Alright, now we are going to talk about the sources of law in Malaysia. First up, we got Federal Constitution. It is the supreme law of Malaysia. Basically, it's like the final boss of laws. We got Acts of Parliament. It is the laws that made by the legislative, the MPs. Then, we got English common law. It's kinda like imported version from the British era. Judicial precedents are past court decisions. Think of them like a legal flashbacks. And then we got customary laws, which a tradition and custom recognized by law. And then we got Islamic law, Sharia. It applies to Muslim, personal and family matters. So think of it like rojak, a lot of fruits combined together, and then it comes up with one single food, like Malaysian law.
Wow, I seriously didn't know Malaysia had so many types of law. Federal, common, Islamic, all that. I just broke one window and suddenly I'm learning the whole legal system.
That's the beauties of justice, Syed. Even a small mistake can teach you how the law works. It's not just about punishment, it's about understanding responsibility.
Hey, I thought you were on my side. I think you might away.
After reviewing everything, I've decided your act wasn't intentional, Syed. So instead of punishment, I'm sentencing you to do community service at your school, to learn responsibility and make up for the damage.
Your Honor, I'll take it. Guess I really learned a lot about how the law works today. Next time, I'll think before I act. And maybe stay far away from indoors.
And that brings us to the end of SYED vs the Law. What a ride, huh? From a simple broken window to learning how Malaysia's entire legal system works. Wow. Okay. Through SYED's story, we learned the difference between public law and private law, and how his case falls under criminal law, a part of public law. We also saw how the judicial system operates, from the magistrate courts all the way up to the federal court. Then, we met the three branches of government, the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary, each playing an important role to keep justice fair and balanced. And of course, we discovered the 6 sources of law that make Malaysia's system unique, from the federal constitution to Islamic law. In the end, it's not just about the rules and punishment. It's about learning why laws exist to protect us, guide us, and keep our society peaceful. So remember, even one small mistake can teach a big lesson. Just as I said.